I am so relieved. I was afraid it was going to be months before I got a client.
Who is it?
Oh, Rosanna Cabot. She's being charged with assaulting Carly Tenney. Now, Margot indicated that she'd be facing a murder charge, except they can't locate Carly's body.
The police actually think that Rosanna murdered her sister?
I know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And they better have a good case, or I'm going to rip them to shreds. Oh, I'm so excited. Haven't been this excited since my first case. I can't wait to get into that courtroom.
Well, we are going to have to celebrate. Dinner, dancing, whatever you want.
Absolutely, absolutely. But after the trial, assuming there's going to be a trial, now the first thing I need to do is get those charges reduced.
All I have to say is, Evelyn Hart, look out.
Yeah, and Evelyn's going to be prepared, but you know what? I'm going to be more prepared, and I'm going to win this case.
And I am so happy for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
He came to me with this story about how the thugs were going to kill him if he didn't pay them the money he owed them. So I paid them. And you have no idea how much that cost me. And now he's trying to do the same exact thing to you.
It's not like that.
No? Did he come to you all banged up, Rose? Not willing to tell you why? Yeah. Did you meet his partners? Because let me tell you something, they are scary. Yeah, I watched him slice his face, which is why at that point I told him I would do anything. I would pay them whatever to save his life. And now he's trying to pull the same game on yet another stupid woman, but you are not stupid, Rose. And you are not going to pay him. You are going to kick this joker out of your life.
Molly, you don't know what you're talking about. You really have no idea right now. I am talking to Rose. Would you please leave?
You are lying to Rose.
Don't listen to her. I'm going to tell you anything you want.
I don't want anything. I don't want to hear anything fancy. Just tell me one thing. One thing. You look me in the eye and you tell me that none of what Molly just said is true.
Postmortem. Unknown John or Jane Doe. Disinterred May 30th, 2003, approximately 8 p.m. The body appears to be shrouded in blue plastic garbage bags and bound with duct tape. I will now remove the shroud.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I don't think I can see this.
Katie. Maybe we should go after her.
Well, I don't blame her for not wanting to watch.
Okay, can we get on with this, please?
Thank God. Amen to that.
Marco? Do you know this man?
you were here?
Yeah. We were just, I was congratulating your mother. She got some good news, and we were celebrating.
Oh, well, I'm always ready for a celebration. Maybe we can all go out to dinner.
Well, actually, Ben and I were making some plans.
Yeah, we were planning to go out, and then we were thinking, I don't know, it might be more fun to stay in.
Yeah, so what exactly did we decide?
We didn't.
Am I missing something?
Fully.
What are you two talking about?
That would be me.
Yeah.
And I need to check into the hospital. So I'll say goodbye to you now in case you're not here when I get back. Goodbye.
I'm interrupting something, aren't I?
No.
Ew.
Oh, stop it. It's like Ben said, we were just, celebrating. Don't you want to know why?
Yes. Yes, of course I do. If you think I'm old enough.
Oh, please stop. Sit down, listen. Just when I thought my career as an attorney was dead, I got a client.
You did? Oh, Mom. Mom, that's wonderful.
I know. I'm so excited. And I don't have all the details yet, but I am just so thrilled to be going back to work.
Yes, that's great. It is exactly what you need.
Yes, it is.
And guess what?
What?
Something pretty good happened to me today, too.
Okay, tell me.
Well, I didn't want to tell you this before because I didn't really want you to worry. But I was afraid that my community service was going to be a total, complete waste of time.
And why was that?
Because I really wasn't connecting with the kids. Didn't really seem to matter to them whether I'm there or not.
Well, sweetheart, I mean, most of these kids have been traumatized. It's going to take a while to earn their trust.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But you know me, not the most patient girl in the world. But anyway, it's still like that with most of the kids. However, there's this one girl. Her name is Sarah. And I don't know, I really feel like I might be getting through to her, Mom. And I think that over some time, I might be able to help her in some way.
Well, I think that this Sarah is a very lucky girl.
Yeah, well, we'll see. But if I could help her, actually do some good for someone else, wouldn't that be something? I mean, when you think about the route it took me to get here.
What do you mean?
I mean that it's just kind of hard to think of something so good coming out of something so terrible. I mean, Marshall raping you, and then how he avoided going to jail, and then my trying to force him into a confession, and then I wound up hurting you instead, and then I get community service, and then out of that, Mom? Mom, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know better than to mention Marshall's name in this house.
No, don't do that, okay? Now, we have to talk about the rape. I mean, it's important, and I can't pretend like it didn't happen, can I?
I know, but I think I got a little carried away, and I'm sorry, because I never meant to upset you.
Sweetheart, I am fine. Believe me, I'm fine.
Margot, do you know who this man is?
This is how it's going to play out. I am going to call the INS and tell them that you, a visitor to our country, have threatened one of our U.S. citizens. And given the current political climate, you ought to find yourself back in Australia in about 72 hours.
Oh, I'm sorry, Evelyn. Just identifying bodies is my least favorite part of the job.
Mine too, usually. But the fact that this isn't Carly, it's an incredible relief.
I'll say. Katie's probably wondering what's going on. I'm gonna tell her the news.
No identifying characteristics, no birthmarks, no tattoos.
Well, we can still get fingerprints, can't we?
It's doubtful when the hands are that badly decomposed.
Well, I can check the missing persons files. Maybe I can come up with a matching description.
Oh, good. Keep me posted.
Yeah.
You know who that is, don't you?
It's Bartleby Shears. Simon had me bring him in one time and charges didn't stick. You hauled him in too, right?
Yeah, for threatening Katie, but he had a ticket back to Australia that night, so I let him go.
Yeah, obviously he didn't make it. Think Simon had anything to do with it?
I don't know. I know
I should have said something to Evelyn, but technically Simon is still my brother-in-law. And Katie's been hurt so much already. I mean, if she finds out that Simon might have been involved in a murder, what's that gonna do to her, Jack?
I understand. Hey, listen, if you want to forget that we know the guy, I'll keep my mouth shut.
I don't know what to do. I mean, how can I know what to do until I know what really happened? I do know someone who can clear this up in a heartbeat, though.
I'd like to answer that with a simple yes or no.
Oh, it is simple. Yes or no. Did Molly give you money to bail you out with Spangler? Yes or no?
Yes.
You're a miserable person. You did it to me again. Now you can't use Barbara for the...
It's okay. Hit me, it's all right. It's okay. Go ahead, hit me.
Get out of my life! Stay away from me!
Listen to me. Molly put that money up to save my life. It was not a scam. I was gonna get killed. You understand?
He must have been working with Spangler. Yeah, because they set up this whole elaborate scene. You should have seen it, really. I mean, Dusty was all tied up, and there was this goon with a knife. He is good.
I confess.
I'm warning you, Rose.
I used to work
great.
for Spangler. He asked me to work with him again. I said no. Why? Because it's over. I'm out. That's why I'm leaving town.
Right.
It is right. You gotta get out of here.
Hey, let go of me. Get your hands off of her.
It's okay. It's okay. Please. Now, I understand why you're angry. You overheard a conversation, and now you're jumping around with erroneous conclusions. I'm trying to change. That's what I'm doing here.
You'll say anything, won't you? You're pathetic. And it makes me sick to think I ever let you touch me.
I don't know if you're lying, Dusty, but I'm gonna find out.
What now, Donovan? You're starting to annoy me.
It's not Dusty, it's Rose D'Angelo.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that name.
I gave you a haircut, a facial. Remember you left me $50 and you walked out when I wasn't looking?
Oh, yes, Rose. The grieving beautician. How are you feeling?
I've been better.
I'm sorry to hear that. Listen, you're calling me on a friend of mine's phone. You mind if I ask you how you got it?
Wouldn't mind at all. Tell me where you are and I'll come right over.
I don't think so.
You got something to hide? Something the cops ought to know about?
I'm in the Lakeview, in the lounge.
Don't leave before I get there.
Ooh, you would not believe the shopping I just did. Everything I tried on seemed to fit.
What? Hey, Mitz, what did you say?
I went to the mall. I followed the signs that said 30% off. I saved so much money, I think I might have gone broke.
Oh, that's good. I want to see all that. When I get back.
Where are you going?
I gotta go to the Lakeview Lounge to meet somebody. I'll be back soon. All right?
Spangler tried to squeeze me into using Rose to get the listeners' cash. But I'm not doing it. I'm trying not to live like that anymore.
You don't know any other way. You're trying to set Rose up the same way you set me up.
No setup. She figured that I was in trouble, and I had to tell her what was up. If only to make clear that I don't want her involved.
Who do you think you're talking to? You knew damn well that you were going to get her to get the money from Lucinda. Come on, that's your strategy, Dusty, but you know what? You're not going to get away with it this time.
What do you mean?
If you don't back off, I'm going to go to Jack Snyder and I'm going to tell him everything I know.
What is your problem? I told Rose she has nothing to fear because she is not involved. By the way, I'm leaving town for good.
Just Just like the other 3 times you left town for good. That story's getting old, buddy.
Well, it may be old, but it's true. It's the only way I can protect Rose.
If you are leaving, it's not for Rose. It's because you lied to and cheated too many people. You've worn out your welcome. This whole town is fed up with you. And you know it.
Oh. So cute.
Where's Rose? What's my phone doing here?
I don't know. I just got here.
Did Rose use my phone to make a call?
Maybe you should ask her.
Rose!
When she gets back.
Where'd she go?
Do I look like her personal secretary?
I'm not playing games right now. Where'd she go?
She said something about the Lakeview Lounge.
Did she say who she's meeting there?
Some guy.
You're still worried about Carly, aren't you? You know what? I have the best feeling that wherever she is, she's all right.
Why hasn't she called?
Because she knows people are going to ask questions, and she probably still hasn't figured out the answers.
Yeah. Maybe you're right, but that's not gonna stop me from worrying about her. You know?
It's not just about the baby, is it? You really care about her.
Carly's a part of my life. You know, I couldn't stop caring about her even if I tried.
Yeah, I know exactly what that feels like.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up any bad memories.
Oh, you mean Simon?
It's like you were thinking about him.
I think about Simon all the time. But he's not coming back, and I have finally made peace with that.
No, you haven't. Not even close.
This will all be in my
We
memoirs.
found Bartleby Shears out at the old mill earlier. Dead, buried, wrapped in plastic.
Really? Oh, that poor man.
Do you have any idea how he might have died?
Me? No.
Save it for somebody else, Henry. We all know that Bartleby was connected to Simon Fraser. We think you were in a position to know just how connected.
Meaning what?
Did Simon have anything to do with his death?
No. What? Absolutely not. What, Simon and Bartleby, they're old buddies back from Australia, right? I mean, you don't shoot an old buddy, do you? It doesn't make any sense.
We didn't tell you he was shot.
Did I say shoot? I meant kill. He didn't kill anybody. Simon didn't kill anybody, okay? Are we done here? Because I have a date with a jeweler to get a new battery for my watch.
Henry, we need the truth for Katie's sake. If something horrible happened, she deserves to know.
No, she doesn't, Simon. You didn't want her to... Yeah, okay, what's the point here? Yeah, he did it.
God.
He didn't have any choice, Margot. It wasn't murder. He didn't have a choice.
Happened.
Look, he found Bartleby outside the cottage, and Margot, he had a gun pointed at Katie's head right through the window. Okay, they struggled. He would have killed Simon in a heartbeat. Somehow Simon got hold of the gun. It was self-defense, right? He didn't have a choice.
Were you there? Were you?
No. Simon told me about it later. I helped him get out of town, okay? He must have buried the body at the mill sometime before he left.
Well, why didn't he come to the police?
Because Bartleby told him that if Simon got the police involved, that his associates would kill Katie. That's why he got out of town the way he did. Simon would do anything to keep Katie from getting hurt.
So everything that he said about not loving her anymore was all a lie.
That's not my place to say. All I do know is that Simon did not leave town because he wanted to.
I gotta tell Katie.
No, you don't.
No, Simon still loves her. She needs to know.
No, detective, please. If word gets out that Bartleby was killed here in Oakdale, his associates will be here in seconds. They'll go after Katie first, and maybe some other people too.
I'm sorry, this is far too important, Henry.
No, listen,
I can't sit on this.
Please, Margot, please, Katie, I haven't had a lot of friends in my life, okay? I haven't, but Katie, it comes as close as anyone. And if you think it has been a joy to watch her heart get shredded here, you are mistaken. I've wanted to tell her about this 1,000 times. But the bottom line is, people, the bottom line is here that Simon is not coming back, not ever. And the best thing for Katie right now is that we leave things the way they are.
You know, I gotta think about this. Thank you for coming and talking to us, and you can leave anytime.
Not a word about this to anybody. You got that, Henry?
Not a syllable. The issue is dead. That's a bad choice of words.
You got the message. You just keep your mouth shut. You all right?
No. I have no idea how I'm supposed to deal with this.
No, I got one. You want to hear it? You do exactly what Henry said. We forget everything he just told us.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
And I know you don't like to shoot people in the back. She's out there somewhere, Molly. She's alive. And I'm gonna do everything I can to find her.
Sorry it took so long. Is everything okay out here?
Sure. Why wouldn't it be?
No reason. So, how's community service?
You want me to go, don't you?
Wouldn't stop you.
Well, now, wait a minute. Bonnie and I were in
Mom,
the middle of a discussion.
That's okay. I actually have to help Isaac close tonight. So, I'm gonna go and let you guys get back to grown-up things. Okay, bye.
Bye.
See you later.
I know, it wasn't subtle, but hey, what can I say? It worked. And you know, your daughter, she has some brilliant ideas like that, getting back to adult things. That was good.
Ben, I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm not gonna push.
No, I just, I have a lot on my mind. Rosanna's being arraigned tomorrow, and I really need to prepare.
Well, being prepared is all right. What's not all right is using work as an excuse to get away from me.
That's not what I'm doing.
Jessica, there's something going on, and I want to talk about it, and I can't think of a better time than right now.
You're telling me how I feel about Simon? It's a pretty damn good trick since you didn't even know him.
Look, from what you've told me, you two were happy and in love. Right? And in a space of a few days, it just ended without one word from him that made any sense to you. Now, I don't think you get over that in a couple months. Okay? And I think you're kidding yourself if you think you do.
God, sometimes I get so mad at him. I just want him to come back so I can yell at him. To me, we had everything. We had love and respect, and we knew how to have fun together, and he just turned his back on everything. I thought we'd be together forever. You know, I had that stupid blind faith you have when you're a little kid, when you have no doubt in your mind that everything beautiful will be there forever. I gave him everything. My heart and soul, and he just threw it away like some stupid magazine he was done reading.
That hurts when you think you know someone and they end up surprising you.
Oh, yeah, Simon surprised me, all right. I'm not quite over that part. But I meant what I said. I really have made some sort of peace with it.
Depends on what you mean by peace.
Well, the crying part's over. I've done enough of that to last a lifetime.
But you still miss him.
Sometimes. Not as much as I did. Less and less every day.
That's something.
Yeah. To me, Simon was this fantasy come to life. But in the end, I realized that I was completely wrong about everything about him. He didn't really love me. He didn't, or he wouldn't have hurt me like that. He wasn't strong and brave. He was selfish and shallow. And you know what? I finally see that now. I mean, if any good comes from this, then that's what it is, you know? I finally see Simon for who he was. And I can finally let him go. without any regrets.
Man, I certainly don't want to see Katie get hurt, but I don't know, maybe you're right, maybe you're right. Maybe if she really feels she's never going to see him again, why rock her world, especially when she's moving on with her life?
Exactly.
So, Bartleby just remains unidentified?
Nah, we mark his case file unsolved. We'll get him in the ground as fast as we can.
You know, Jack, I've known you a long time. You've always played by the book. You never cut corners. And now you're asking me to walk away from a homicide because it might make my sister uncomfortable. What happened? I mean, what changed while I wasn't looking, huh?
Margot, for every guy out there who puts in an honest 8 hours and takes pride in the fact that his mortgage gets paid on time, there's a Stembeck and a Bartleby Shears. People who break the law over and over again and get away with it over and over again.
Yeah, well, the system doesn't always work, Jack, but it's all we've got.
I'm not talking about abandoning the book. I'm just saying use it when you can, but if you can't, I'll find a better way to get the job done.
Does this have anything to do with Carly?
Carly and I have been together and not together for years. We're finally married. And now, assuming she's still alive, she left town without telling me. I can't make that all her fault, Margot. Some of it's mine. So, I'll change. I'll try something else. Anything that'll bring her back to me.
Okay, I'm a little confused. In a matter of 3 minutes, you went from gushing for joy about my career to complaining that I'm using it against you?
I wasn't complaining. I was making an observation. Said I wanted to talk about it. You think that's wrong?
Well, right or wrong, Ben, I can't do that now. I've got to be in court in the morning.
Look, Jessica, stop. You have been pushing me away since Travers raped you. And if we can't get that out in the open, we have trouble, don't you think?
I am trying to move past this. And some days it's easy, and some days it's not so easy.
I know how hard you're trying, but we both know it's not working. Every time I touch you or start to get close to you physically.
Okay, so this is about sex, right?
Just sex. Baby, I can barely kiss you. You put limits on everything, even the time that we spend together.
What are you talking about?
We agree that we're going to go on a vacation, and then you immediately do everything in your power to get back to work.
Oh, so you think I'm going to lay around the house in a negligee waiting for my doctor husband to come home? I mean, who do you think you're marrying, Ben?
Jessica, I'm talking about a pattern here. Time after time after time, you don't want to be with me.
That isn't true. I do want to be with you. I want to be with you in every way. But I can't right now, Ben. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I can't.
It's okay. I know that things are different now. And I know the reason why.
I just didn't know it was going to be this difficult, you know? I thought we'd be able to go back to the way things were before all of this happened.
I'm not going to rush you. I just want us to share our lives. The good, the bad, all of it.
I want that too. I really do. That's what I want. And I know it doesn't seem like that, but you just gotta believe me.
I believe you. I believe you. Look, you don't want to talk about it anymore. We don't have to. You don't want me to stay here anymore. I won't stay here anymore if you think that's gonna help you feel better.
No. Time alone is not what I need, okay? I just need to work through this. And I need you to help me do it.
There's one thing I need, and I will not compromise on this.
Okay, what is it?
You must remember that I will never give up on you. I will never leave you. And I will love you forever with everything that is within me.
Okay. That's 3 things, actually. But who's counting?
Come on, Jack. Carly did not disappear because of you.
Oh, you don't know that, Margot, and neither do I. But just in case you did, I've been taking a good hard look at myself, trying to figure out what I did wrong.
Wrong? What? You've been nothing but good to her. Carly's a very difficult person.
No, believe me, I know that. Oh, come on, Margot. You don't think I know how people see us? Carly's the wild, impulsive kind, and I'm Mr. G-Man, Mr. Straight Down the Middle. And for a long time, I thought the differences would make life interesting for us, but I don't think that works anymore. I don't want to be your conscience, Margot. I want to be someplace in between, in some comfort zone that works for both of us.
Obviously, you've been thinking a lot about this.
Well, that's why I didn't report what I knew about Barbara's kidnapping. Hey, 6 months ago, I never could have done that.
All right, I get what you're saying about the rules, but Jack, you've got a human body in the morgue there. And I have information about how he died. As an officer of the law, I don't think I can negate that obligation. And then there's Katie. She's been thinking all this time that her husband never loved her. Don't you think she deserves to know the truth?
Is that going to make her happy? If she stays in mourning forever?
Hey, guys. Mike told me the good news. Thank God it wasn't Carly's body. I am so relieved for you, Jack.
Yeah, everyone is.
So Mike said it was a man. Do you have any idea who it is?
Spangler, right?
Gotta stop meeting like this, Rose. Nice to see you again.
It's nice to see me again, because the last time you saw me saying, oh, you're such a nice guy, tell me all your problems. You know, I'm not going to fall for it. Not this time.
Oh, you sound a little angry about something. Sit down. Let's talk about it.
Oh, this is not a friendly visit. I want information. That's it.
All right. Tell me how I can help you.
Are you and Dusty Donovan working together to set me up?
Set you up?
Yeah, set me up. Fleece me, con me, rob me blind. Anything ringing a bell?
Did Dusty tell you that that's what we were trying to do?
I'm the one asking the questions here. What kind of swindle are you and Dusty running?
I'm sorry, Rose. I don't like being spoken to in that tone of voice.
Oh, you don't like that? You know what I don't like? Punks from Chicago trying to squeeze money out of Lucinda Walsh and using me to do it.
So obviously, you've been misinformed. See, now, if you're not willing to accept that, there's really nothing more I can say to you.
What about me? You got something to say to me?
Actually, quite a bit. But that can wait till another time.
No, I don't have any more time. I'm finished.
Oh, I'm well aware of that, Dusty. I mean, you've paid off all your debts. There's really no reason we need to ever see each other
I'm
again.
talking about the con that you want to throw down on Rose and Lucinda. I don't want any part of it, Charlie.
The two of you. You have no idea what you're talking about. All I run is an honest business. I never cheated anyone in my life.
Forget who you're talking to.
It's time for you to shut up, Dusty.
It's okay, guys.
Go.
Look, I talked to Dusty. I told him what I wanted to tell him, and now we can just get out of here. Let's leave now.
No. It's too late for that. Your friend here just stepped over the line. I gotta teach him a lesson right here.
Threatening him? Are you
That's
threatening
okay.
him?
That's okay. That's the kind of guy Charlie is. You still packing that gun with the jade handle? Why don't you break it out right now and use it?
There's a killer.
3 people have been murdered.
Stalking Springfield.
We cannot rule out anything or anyone.
What is the motive?
There's more to it than just the sex and money. People are dying here.
And who is to blame?
You scared of me? You know what they say about a man who has nothing left to lose, don't you? He's the most dangerous man in the world.
This week on Guiding Light.
I'm not running. And I know you don't like to shoot people in the back.
Dusty, don't.
Relax, relax. It's not loaded. You're a fool, Donovan. He's all yours, honey. Good luck.
We're not finished.
What's the matter with you telling that guy to shoot you like that?
Relax. A guy like that doesn't have it in him.
Isn't that... You're taking quite a chance. I guess it's okay with you. Why should I care? You know, you used to deal with guys like that. You get involved with a
Do
pig
not
like that.
worry about it. Listen to me. You and I got to get ready for our next move.
No. No more next moves for me. No, and for you, no. I want you out. I want you gone from my life for good.
Listen, hey, listen to me a second. A guy like Spangler, he doesn't quit. You understand? He's gonna come after me. He's gonna come after you, too.
Yeah, I'll take care of myself like I always have in the past. I want you gone from my life forever.
He walked out of here today. Next time, he's gonna stay and finish the job. Stay with me.
I want you out of my life. I don't want you in it for apologizing. For nothing. Nothing.
No, Katie, we have no idea who the man is.
But you can find out, right?
No, probably not. He had no identification on him, and his fingertips were decomposed, so we can't even get prints.
Oh, God, that sounds horrible.
Yeah, it was, but that's the way it goes.
You know what? I've got to get back to work. Listen, thank you for all your help on this.
Oh, of course. So what happens now?
You mean with the body?
I mean to the man.
Well, the man gets buried somewhere, and the world goes on without him.
I know this probably sounds really weird, but because I found him, I feel kind of responsible for him. Maybe I should go see him.
For what purpose?
Well, the guy had a family, and they're never going to get to say goodbye to him. Maybe somebody should.
Honey, why are you so concerned about this?
Because that man has friends and family who are never going to know the truth about him. They're never going to know if he's alive or dead, so they're just going to be hoping that he's going to come home someday. I know what that feels like, Margot. I was so obsessed every day about Simon, just waiting to see if he was going to come through that door.
When did that stop?
When I realized he didn't love me. What's wrong?
It's nothing. Really difficult day.
I know, of course. You were probably so scared that that was Carly under that plastic.
Yeah, I was, but it's more than that, and it's nothing I can get into.
Are you sure you wouldn't feel better if you did? I'm here to listen, no questions asked.
You are so sweet. I love you so much. You're the best sister anyone could have.
I love you too. Hey, Jack.
Listen, I'm really sorry to bother you because I know how busy you are, but I was on my way home and I couldn't help but thinking... I'm just wondering if you have any news on Carly.
Hey, I wish I did. We had a scare a little while ago. It turned out to be nothing.
A scare? What do you mean by that?
A long story. Nothing to be concerned about. She's out there somewhere, Molly. She's alive. And I'm gonna do everything I can to find her.
If I could save time in a bottle.
On the next As the World Turns.
I'm trying to open your eyes, damn it. So you don't end up in some cold storage room with a tag on your toe.
If Carly is missing, it's because she wants to be, which would appear to indicate that she doesn't want to be with you.